Long ago, and by long ago I mean present time, Kshot was seen looking so sublime.
Oh, thank you.
I mean looking so much like slime.
I'll shake you.
He just sat there with that ugly freaking face of his, trying to figure out what game to play.
Pop quiz. Who's bored out of his mind and has 2 thumbs up in his jacket? I looked through my whole library of games. Rabid Rabbits, Inspector Gadget, Ratchet, but none seemed to catch my eyes. Dang flabbits. If I don't have an idea, I'm sure Carl has it.
He picked up the phone and Carl started to ring.
Hello? Hey Carl, I'm bored. Do you mind giving by a swing? Sorry buddy, I'm a little busy up in YouTube headquarters. If I leave, YouTube has a high chance of completely collapsing. I have chicken wings. I'll be right down there, sure thing.
He zipped down there, leaving a trail of smoke.
Wow, what took you so long, Slowpoke?
Kshot joked. They sat bored on Kshot's sofa he got from IKEA. Then Carl spoke.
I have an idea. This rhyming inspired me. Oh, I don't like rhyming. It gives me anxiety.
What?
But come on, what's your idea? Give me every detail. Well, what if we played video games based off fairy tales? Hip hip hooray!
They both exclaimed as they popped in Snow White and the 7 Clever Boys. Seriously, this is a real game. Haha, what a hoot.
Alright, thank God you read my notes. Yeah, totally. I totally read that. That narrator guy has been making me non-stop rhyme these past couple days. I'm freaking scared ever since that narrator just came out of nowhere. Wait a second. Is this game serious?
He cared about the environment.
Wait. Are you serious, Kshot? Are you being held captive? Damn it, Carl. Can't you see there's more important matters at hand? We can deal with this later. I gotta talk about these poopy games we just found. Let's roast them like they're in an incinerator. Now, fairy tales have been around since the dawn of time. You know, like Cinderella getting rich off a slipper after a crazy night at the club, or some wolf eating a little girl in a red hoodie. Yes, that is how the original ending was. I don't know why they changed that one. That is goals. There's been countless adaptation of these tales, whether it been with film or music. But let's not forget about another medium in which these tales have been told, because we're going to be talking about fairy tale games. Bad fairy tale games. Very dreadful, fictitious playthings. Starting with, wait, in fact, I'll just play the game for you, and you guys try to guess at home what fairy tale you think this game is. I'll give you 10 seconds, final offer. Alright, you're done! Too many seconds. Stop being greedy. Did you get it? I'll give you a hint. The acting look completely different than what's being shown on the screen. That's right! No, not Igor. Why would it be Igor? You know what? Get out. Yeah, no, it's Snow White. You know, remember that scene where Snow White goes around the forest and chucks apples at birds and caterpillars? Like she's the trees from the freaking Wizard of Oz? Yeah, that's definitely something Snow White would do. She hates animals. No, but apparently this is based off a movie with the same name, and it's actually supposed to be a continuation of the Snow White storyline. We're like in the deep lore shadow area of Snow White right now. It gets pretty wild down here, not gonna lie. Where apparently the evil queen has a brother that vows vengeance after Snow White killed his sister. Oops! Which technically, she didn't even kill his sister. The lightning, boulder, and vultures killed her after she tried to squash these nice dwarves over here. Snow White was passed out this entire time after a good poison apple teeny. If you really want to get mad at someone, get mad at Zeus. How about you watch where you're freaking throwing those things, you freaking lunatic? Stupid ass Zeus. And you wanna know what his vengeance is? He turns the prince into a shadow man. Here he is. But that was just how the evil queen died in the Disney adaptation. You know, maybe this game follows the fairy tale book ending of Snow White. So how about we just give that a little read really quick. Snow White's godless stepmother, we're already in for a powerful start right there, was also invited to the feast. She says, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" Alright, blah blah blah, get on with the good stuff already. The mirror says, "You, my queen, are fair, this is true, but the young queen is 1,000 times more fair than you." Oh, those are some fighting words right there, oh my god. So blah blah blah, she goes and sees the young queen. Oh, and plot twist, it's Snow White. She was so terrified she couldn't move. They then put a pair of iron shoes into burning coals and bring forth with tongues and placed in front of her. She was forced to step into the red hot shoes and dance until she fell down dead. Oh my god. And that's the end? No happily ever after? Yeah, turn her husband to a shadow man. Actually, that's honestly going pretty easy on her. Just go change her clothes, man. But still, that doesn't explain why Snow White, a person who loves all animals and animals love her, maybe a little bit too much, I don't know what happens behind the scenes, is running around the forest attacking animals with fruit. They're not even trying to attack her, they're just living their normal lives. Snow White just comes out of nowhere, chucks a freaking apple at their head, and they're like, oh god, here I go. There's nothing more to say about this game. It's just a platform platformer where you go from point A to point B. Almost every level looks and plays the same. And you kill a dragon with apples at the end. You know, pretty normal stuff you see every day. Nothing to see here. The Shadow Man gets turned back into a prince. Turns out he just needed to take off that hoodie this entire time. Who'd have thunk? And they lived. Yep, that's how it ends. They just lived. No, don't show anymore. That's how it ends. They just lived. The end. That's it. Nice, straight, and to the point. Wait, did you say there was other levels? Oh my god! Who, what, when, where, and why? What is this level called? Mother Nature? I hardly know her. More like Mother Failure. Now, contrary to these animals earlier, these creatures make way more sense for Snow White to want to kill. Kill it! Kill it! Run! Go! Excuse me, mister, did you make this abomination? I don't think I can possibly get into what tragic events could have led to this being born into this world. I don't really think we're ready for a tragedy on that scale yet. Now, I'm not even going to explain to you what that looks like. You already know at home what that looks like, if you know what it looks like. That's right, a ghost. Is that a flower with a middle-aged man's face on it? Who makes a flower with a middle-aged man's face on it? Can we move on, please? I really would like to move on now. I am both scared and very sad for these creatures that we just seen. Now, there are a lot of weird Snow White games out there, you know, with the past 2 games we just mentioned. And you may be asking yourself, is Snow White the only fairy tale in existence with video games? And the answer is no. Oh, no. I'm like 36% sure of this because I have found others, and boy, do I wish I haven't. All right, come here. Don't be shy. You want to see my collection of Phoenix games? Now, if you don't know about the gaming company Titan, known as Phoenix Games, I don't know where you've been all this time. Under a rock, maybe? Under a boulder? Maybe in a nice bowl of Fruity Pebbles, who knows? I mean, come on, these guys make Nintendo look like memento, as in you need a souvenir of them because they be so irrelevant compared to Phoenix Games. Now, Phoenix Games is the cream of the crop of gaming, and I know a lot of you may say, wait a minute, that title belongs to Rareware, actually. But, does Rare tackle this many genre of video games? Didn't think so, yeah. You can stop now. You can stop your crying. I'm talking card games, golf games, pool games, puzzle games. A lot of puzzle games. Most of the games I'm gonna be talking about later are puzzle games. Dang it, I'm not smart enough for these many puzzles. And you guys might already know about the big Snow White whale that they have, known as Snow White and the 7 Clever Boys. Or at least it's the only one that I knew about from people like JonTron. Yeah, I'll make as many JonTron references as I want. You can't stop me. The only other YouTuber I can think about who made a whole series on the other games is the absolute mad lad, Catacars. And boy, do I salute you, soldier. Thank you for fighting the good fight. Trust me, that is not an easy task to do. But still, I feel like people only seen the tip of the iceberg. You know, I don't want to just talk about the big white whale. I kind of want to grab out my fishing rod for some of the guppies that people might have not known about. Kind of like Cinderella. Now, the best part, in my opinion, of all these games are the box art. The box art makes these games. I mean, just look at that. It's gorgeous. Everything you need to know about the game is in this box art. It's perfect. Mwah! You see Cinderella right there, and she's just like, oh, Shantae, the Prince Charming, that... I don't think she knows is right behind her and not in front of her, like she thinks he is. And Prince Charming's just there in like his T-pose stance to kind of give the impression to the viewer, hey, I'm Prince Charming, I'm kind of important, little bit. And just like I said before, the box art tells you everything you need to know about the game. Like the fact that Cinderella is standing in front of a race car symbolizes the way you color these twins. I'm sorry, but these two look like they've seen some shit. All I really want to know is, what are they witnessing off screen? Actually, from the looks of it, the pain in their eyes, whatever it is, it's just awful. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I want to give her pink hair, pink face, pink hair. Yeah, pink. Also, I like the fact that if you color anywhere else that is not in the lines, you just get a big right in your face. Maybe I wouldn't color outside the lines if you didn't blow that freaking horn in my face. Speaking of faces, that's supposed to be Cinderella. Why is she a redhead? Or in this case, orange head. I'm mostly just impressed because they actually managed to make the box art look better because at least they got what they look like correct. Also, if that is the evil stepmother and sister, then they better not act all buddy-buddy like, oh, we're so proud of you, Cinderella. We've always believed in you. Get that fake crap out of my face. Who do you think you're fooling? Now, there are other mini games in this masterpiece. You know, there's puzzles and coloring books and coloring books. I've tricked you. I've deceived you. These two coloring book gameplays I've shown you are not from Cinderella, you fool. They're from two completely separate games, Peter Pan and Pinocchio. Coincidentally, both starting with P's for practicing misdirection. You know, I'm still practicing. I'm not perfect at it. And I honestly believe that this might be the reason why people don't talk about the other games. Because if you talk about or play one of these games, you basically played them all. All of the gameplay from each games in this long line of fairy tale lineups is so similar in my opinion. It would just feel like a fever dream of coloring books going through all of them. Maybe these games are just my limbo. I'm forced to live the rest of my days coloring and puzzles, coloring and puzzles, coloring, puzzles, coloring, puzzles, coloring, crappy animated cutscenes, puzzles! Wait a second, does anyone know where Carl went? I brought him back in the beginning because I thought he would participate more in the jokes in this video. You know, I thought it would be like a reunion type thing. They kind of just left us hanging. Wait, you know what? One second, would you please excuse me? Un momento, please. Carl! Ah! Hey, Keisha, I kind of killed that narrator guy for you while you were having a mental breakdown down there with those games. Oh my God, Carl, are you covered in... Yep, God blood. Sorry I wasn't here for that long, but if you ever need me, just call me. I'm gonna go back to HQ and get this stuff off me, though. They actually have a station for that right next to the canceling YouTubers button. You know, when nothing interesting's going on that day. You know how it is. All right, see ya. Oh my God. That was really dark. Well then, the video's over now. Now, what am I gonna do with you sorry sons of bitch? No, but in all seriousness, thank you all so much for watching. I know it took quite a bit of time to get to you all, and I am sorry for that. I'm gonna try to get these next few videos out to you as soon as possible. I already have like 4 video ideas in my head, and 1 mini video that's half-baked, so be ready for that. And the next quote-unquote review video I'm gonna make is gonna be about probably the most requested movie I think I've ever gotten, so be ready for those videos when they come out. I'm gonna try to get them out as quickly as possible without rushing them. And yeah, that's basically all I wanted to say. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Good night, everybody.